Hello and welcome back to Stories with Coach Sujata. We attended a parenting conference recently in which the principal spoke about a quality that all parents have to definitely emulate, have to definitely inculcate in themselves, and that is practicing what they preach. That's right, walking the talk. So it got us thinking. And then at the end of the conference, there was a lady who stood up and asked a question saying, "Ma'am, I agree that we need to practice what we preach, but I've been I've been telling my child for a very long time that she needs to develop the habit of sharing. She doesn't share her cycle, she doesn't share her toys with any of her friends. And I find that annoying. How do I teach her?" The principal smiled at the lady, at the parent, and said, "Okay, I see that you're wearing a beautiful blue colored Chanderi silk sari. I love Chanderi. Can you please give me your sari? Can you share your sari with me?" Immediately, the parent was shocked, was completely unprepared for such a request. And in that shock, the principal proved her point. She said, "Please understand that your child will not do what you ask him or her to do. Keep telling him or her to do. Your child, in fact, is more likely to act exactly the way that she has observed you acting." That's right. The child learns through imitation, and you are your child's role model. You heard me right. All of us got this lesson for life from the principal of that school. So, what are we talking about? We are talking about practicing what we preach. Otherwise, our children silently look at us as if they were looking at hypocrites. For example, if I keep asking my children to eat healthy and I keep binging on fast food, or if I ask my teenagers to go for a walk and keep talking about how healthy it is, and I don't get myself out of bed before maybe 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning, all these are things that are constantly, these are behaviors that my children will constantly find me acting upon. And automatically, that is something that will become a permanent image in their mind. And that is something that will help them create their own thought patterns and belief patterns. So, we are talking about practicing what we preach. So, in order to do that, there are three things that we need to be very, very mindful of. The first thing, how we interact with people around us. Our interaction. Let's think, let's contemplate, let us observe ourselves, because our children are always observing us, right? So, how are we interacting with people around us? Are we interacting with respect? Are we being courteous or curt? Are we being civil or incivil? How is it that we are interacting with people? Is there honesty in our interaction? Are we giving respect in our interaction? Are we loving towards people around us? All this is something that's very important for us to observe, because this is exactly what our children will imitate. Next, second, attitude. What is the attitude that we carry? What is the attitude that we wear throughout the day? Are we moping and crying and cursing and always upset, always grieving about something, always moody? Or are we carrying a happy, joyful, positive attitude throughout the day? What is it that we are actually showing our children? So that's the second thing, right? The attitude, because attitude is everything. And the third, extremely important, how healthy are our relationships? What is it that we are showcasing to our children? What is it that they're actually observing us do? Are we fighting all the time? Are we disrespecting each other? I'm talking about partners in a relationship, because parents are partners as well, and the child always constantly observes the partners. So, are we in a healthy relationship? Are we in an imbalanced relationship? Do we constantly insult our parents? Do we constantly criticize our parents, or do our parents constantly criticize us? What is happening around us? Are we being constantly demanding, angry, upset with our children? What is it that we actually show them? So, this third thing, which is healthy relationships. Because the quality of relationships that we actually show our children or we are living will directly affect the way in which our child will either accept a relationship going forward or not. This is common knowledge, all of you know it, that many a times when there is domestic strife, there is a lot of conflict in the house, that gives rise to confused individuals, confused children, children who are confused, who have anger issues, who have self-esteem issues, who are low on self-esteem. So these are problems that we constantly see, we commonly see. So what is it that we can do about our own relationships? So I would like to leave you with all this food of thought. I hope you, as well as parents, as I am a parent, all of us are parents here, you also will think about these things and how you can emulate better behaviors, practice better behaviors for your children around you. Because one thought that I'd like to leave you with is, if children are the greatest imitators, are we giving them something great to imitate? Do keep watching my channel, subscribe, share, like, and comment on what else you would like to see. Thank you and bye-bye from Stories with Coach Sujata.